friends, and welcome to my channel if you're new, or welcome back if you are back. If you are new, hi, my name's Rabbit and my pronouns are they, them, and either way, thank you so much for clicking on my video today. So I'm super excited about today's video because I've been thinking about it for probably like a year, maybe longer, I don't know. Ever since I watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer for the first time, I've just had Buffy brain rot. Every character in that show is so cool, the storyline is so compelling, the actors are amazing. There's just such richness and beauty in it, and the costume design is like really fun. And as a lover of fashion, I always thought it would be really cool to do like a Buffy style lookbook. However, a lot of the characters in that show have like a bit of a normie style, like they just dress like regular. And I don't really have the clothes in my closet to emulate that kind of thing. So the idea behind this video was to kind of be like a closet cosplay, kind of be a lookbook, kind of be just like outfits inspired by different characters, but also like if this character was like alternative, what kind of scene might they be into? Like would they be more like grungy or like crust punk or like raver or whatever? So it's kind of my rationale and outfits for different characters in the Buffyverse with different alternative subculture styles. I don't know if this is a dumb idea for a video, but I've been wanting to do it forever and it was so freaking fun to do. And if you also just love the show, or I don't know, just want to watch some outfit video for like an hour and listen to me ramble about my favorite characters and see little pictures of them, then get on ready. Alright, and without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so we obviously had to start with Buffy herself. This is my Buffy look. First, I have 3 wigs that I will be using, and they all have bangs. I know not all the characters have bangs, but at least Buffy does in the first like season, and it's fine. And then this outfit is basically modeled after her outfit at the end of season 1 when she goes to face the Master, because that is both thematically and also visually one of my absolute favorite Buffy looks of all time. Season 1 of Buffy had a different costume designer than all the other ones, or like for Sarah Michelle Gellar, as far as I know, and season 1 Buffy looks are my absolute favorite. Like, not that I don't also enjoy the ones and think that the ones that are in the later seasons are a bit more practical and like sometimes make more sense for what she does. I think the ones in season 1 that are like super girly and over the top are my favorite. So I was kind of trying to think of like how to recreate that going to see the Master look in a new way, because yeah, that look thematically as like a white dress that's both like a wedding dress to go to like this ceremony, but it's also like her death and rebirth and like all these things. There's just like so much symbology in it, and it's like such a beautiful one. I just love it. And then like Angel's jacket, it's too much. Okay, so yes, wig, and then I just wanted to do like dark eye makeup because I figured if Buffy was like alternative, she would just do like probably still kind of preppy-ish looks, do it with like really dark eye makeup and have just kind of like little elements in there. I did a nude lipstick only because I was worried that I'd look like Tiffany from Chucky if I did black lipstick. Otherwise this would be a black lipstick look, but it's fine. I wore just like a super simple choker, and Buffy always has a gorgeous little crucifix necklace on, but to like amp it up for this look, I gave her this big chunky one. I'm wearing this thrifted leather jacket that I only added some pins to. So these are all ones that I feel like she would wear. There's a little skeleton that says life was okay. This one's a sword. This one is like a little heart with the Venus symbol, and this one's a little devil giving the finger. This one's from her subscriber, thank you again. This one, I saw this post recently and I'll just like put it on the screen here because I completely agree, and you just have to read it because me reading it won't give it justice. Okay, I've got my little kind of lesbian pin for Buffy. And then this dress is from my friend Ren. They gave it to me in university, and it's just like a cute little slip dress. It's my only white dress, so we were very limited in options in what to wear. I have a couple of rings on, some studded bracelets, and this one that has all these chains. For leg wear, I just got some ripped layered fishnets and some demonias that I got on Facebook Marketplace. Ooh, and this garlic chain. This is all clay garlic that I DIY'd for a project forever ago. But yeah, this is my Buffy look. Let me know what you think. On to the next one. I totally forgot to mention it, but these are the earrings I was wearing. I don't know if you were able to see them, and I forgot to mention it. So this is the second Buffy Summers inspired look, and I had to do 2 because she's the star of the show and she has just like such an iconic fashion, and I feel like the look of her little leopard dress with the big black leather jacket is like one of the quintessential Buffy looks. Like I feel like a lot of people when they do lookbooks tend to include this one, and it makes sense, it's so iconic, so of course I had to include it too. Sorry for following in everyone else's footsteps, but yeah, had to be done. It's so good. Blonde wig. I tried to put it in a ponytail because I feel like Buffy always has a ponytail, but I really struggle with like styling wigs and making it look normal. In terms of makeup and stuff, I wanted to do like kind of a dark eye with like eyeliner and just like a kind of dusty pink lip. I feel like Buffy, especially in season 1, which is my favorite era of her fashion, has like a very like soft, feminine, girly style, which is just like such a fun contrast to like her Slayer age. So I wanted to just like kind of keep it like a little bit simple and cute in the makeup area, and I have just these like little tiny delicate cross earrings that I real quick DIY'd before getting together this video. And then I wanted to do like a big choker because I feel like this outfit just like needs like some big fat statement piece. So I went with this like one with all the rings and chains and stuff, and I really like it. And I wanted to do the tiny sunglasses because I feel like Buffy and a lot of the characters in the show love to do the tiny sunglasses because it was like a very 90s thing, but also like they have a little bit of like a gothy Matrix look. So I feel like it extra worked with this outfit. I don't know. And then I have a little rosary style necklace because I feel like you can't have a Buffy Summers outfit without some kind of cross. These are the rings, kept it pretty simple because she does have quite like a minimal style, especially like as we go forward in the series. I feel like they get a little bit more understanding of like, if this person is a vampire slayer and needs to be like fighting and stuff, she needs to like wear more practical clothing. And especially like when she gets super corporate, like when she's a school counselor and stuff, that's like my least favorite Buffy area. I love the like adorable little 90s dresses and stuff of like the early Buffy era, so that's totally what I'm basing things on. I got a thrifted leather jacket, and then this is a swimsuit top that is leopard print with a thrifted leopard print skirt. And then I added like a big belt just to kind of make it look more like a dress instead of a skirt and top combo. For leg and footwear, some ripped fishnet tights just layered over each other to give that spiderweb effect. And then these Demonia boots that I got on Facebook Marketplace. They have the little heart detail buckles, and I feel like since Buffy has that really kind of feminine style in the first season and does wear like things with like hearts and floral prints and like things like that and pastels and whatever, the heart-shaped boots made sense. This is a very slight modification on Buffy's classic leopard print outfit, and on to the next. Okay, hi. It's time for one of my favorite characters. Can you tell who it is? Yeah, it's Willow. I freaking love Willow so much, and her fashion is so fun because it's just so like quirky and colorful and all the fun, cool stuff. So for this outfit, my basic idea was that I really think that if Willow was a real person in the alternative community, she would get my Halloween wardrobe. She would really appreciate it, and if we were friends in real life, which I think we could be, I think we would totally swap Halloween wardrobe clothes, and it would be so fun. So for this, I just really wanted to like dress her up in what I think would be like an adorable Willow adjacent Halloween outfit from my closet. So starting at the top, I have this wig. I put these little hair clips in it that have these little tombstones, and I put it in pigtails because I feel like Willow does pigtails and braids all the time. I wish I could put it in braids, but it's just like a little too short that there's nothing really to braid. These earrings are clay corn earrings that Cage gave me. I think they're so fun. And then for makeup, I wanted to do like purple lips and purple eyes because I think purple and orange is like a really fun combo. This is a thrifted sweater that I recently got at the thrift store to unravel, but I might not finish unraveling it because it's really cute and cozy, but we'll see. And then I feel like she would wear really cute, fun, kitschy jewelry, like between the corn earrings and the tombstones. So I also got this little clay ghosty I feel like she would be really into, and then just a couple of rings. One's a mood ring, and one is just this orange one because I feel like she'd be really into like 90s nostalgia stuff, like mood rings and that kind of thing. This dark red corduroy dress. I feel like we see Willow wearing a lot of corduroy, and to make it just like a little spooky, I wanted to go with like the dark colors, but also like the orange, so it's like those maroons, because I feel like they just look so good on her. And then for leg wear, I've decided to just pair some ripped fishnets tights with these Demonias. These are from Facebook Marketplace, and they're the ones with like the little heart buckles. So this is look number 1 for Willow. I had so much fun putting it together, and it's just like so cute. Willow is just like such a cute, fun character, and it's so enjoyable to get to like experiment with her fashions and her looks. Okay, on to the next Willow look. Let me talk you through the rationale of this. One of my favorite Willow outfits is in the first Halloween episode where she originally dresses up like really hot and then she's self-conscious so she goes as a ghost instead, but it's like that cropped like long sleeve shirt with like the little leather black skirt, the fishnets and boots. Oh my gosh, so good. So I wanted to kind of recreate a version between that and what she normally wears and kind of just like a 90s gothy vibe that she might like, so let's go through it. Got the wig, got the pigtails. For earrings I have these like giant stars because Willow has just like awesome kitschy accessories and random things that she wears, and I feel like big old stars like fit right into that. Purple. This is a choker that I DIY'd specifically for like a gothy Willow look. It's got all the beads and like the little charms. This is a t-shirt with a fairy on it that I got from a coworker, and I layered it with a black mesh top that I DIY'd for the long sleeve look. And I put on a bunch of bangles and bracelets. Some of them glow in the dark, some of them are like from my childhood, a lot of them are from the thrift store. This is just like my everyday black plain skirt. Super comfy, wear it all the time to concerts. This belt, I feel like we don't see a lot of Willow belts, or maybe I just can't think of them right now. I just wanted to go for like a 90s kind of vibe, so that's where that came in. And then the fishnets, torn, I got them at the dollar store. And then I've got some little purple and black leg warmers to tie the whole color scheme together a little better, and some creepers that I got on Facebook Marketplace. So this is the look for Willow, or at least like look number 2. A little quirky, maybe occasionally with like hippie tendencies, like maybe some academia stuff, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I think it's really fun, but it's on to my favorite type of Willow look of all time. I know, 3, I could dedicate a whole friggin' lookbook just to Willow, but I'll save you just 3 for now. Okay, on to the next 2. Okay. So I just needed to do a vampire Willow look because ever since I saw that episode, I just like could not get vampire Willow out of my head. She is my everything. If you ask me who my dream woman is, it is Allison Hannigan as vampire Willow. Oh my god. I like just thinking about it now, it's too much for this world. Okay, so for this look, I have my very crappy orange wig. It's fine, don't worry about it. Again, wrong shade of orange, but whatever, we'll live. I know that the vampires in Buffy don't have things like this, but I just needed it for like completion of the look. And this outfit, honestly, like the original outfit for Vampire Willow, no notes, I just wanted to recreate it like as close as I could more or less with just what I had in my wardrobe. Black eyeshadow, red lipstick, these earrings that I DIY'd. They're like supposed to look like barbed wire. I feel like Vampire Willow would definitely wear some pretty like badass big accessories. I think the one thing that her original outfit is missing is like a big choker with some big metal studs on it and rings and spikes and all that kind of thing. So I had to add that to the look. And then I'm not quite sure what the situation of her top is in the original costume, but I decided to just kind of layer a red velvet bra with like a pair of fishnet pantyhose as sleeves, and then these arm warmers and this underbust corset, and it looks kind of similar to the vibe that she has going on in the show, I think. So I just did my best with that. I honestly like love the combination of that outfit, and I remember since I first saw it, I was like, I want to wear something like that. I want to look like that. If I can't like meet that in real life and be with that in real life, I just want to look like it and recreate it as much as possible. So this is the top half of the look, and then the bottom half is pretty boring, but I'll show you guys anyway. We just got these thrifted leather pants on. They're just faux leather, super simple, easy peasy, and then I just picked my favorite Demonia boots. These are the most comfy ones I have. They have these big old spikes. So yeah, that's my look for this. I always feel a little bit uncomfortable when I wear skin tight pants with a skin tight top because it feels a little bit Catwoman. This is the only exception. I feel so freaking cool. Other than the red wig, because I know it looks like a little bit silly, but this outfit, oh my god, it's awesome. I think Vampire Willow has incredible fashion sense, and I just wanted to recreate it, even if it's not in like an extra alternative style. Just added like a little leg garter and some spikes and some extra leather for like a little bit of extra something. But yeah, so happy with the Willow look. Okay, On to the next. Okay, this I am so happy with. My favorite Buffy characters generally change pretty consistently, but one that is always so close and dear to my heart is Drusilla. I absolutely love her. She's so beautiful. Her actress, her outfits, her everything. I just adore her. And I think if she was like in the alternative scene, she would be so into like really fancy vintage fashion and would absolutely like wear, like, you know those people that just like wear the fanciest things just to like school or to the grocery store? She would totally be that in my opinion. Got my little brown wig on. I tied it up in the back and then I asked Cage to help put in this hair clip. This is a hair clip that, oh gosh, I think one of my grandmothers gave it to me forever and ever ago. But it's super, super beautiful and I can never wear it because I have short hair. So I wanted to make use of it for Drew because it feels very, very fancy and like something that she might wear to hold her hair back because she does do that like kind of updo thing. And then for earrings, I have these little bird skulls because of like her whole thing like with the bird that won't sing anymore. With the makeup, I wanted to do like a very like dark kind of haunted doll sort of look with like dark lipstick and dark eyes and just like a lot of under eye shading. So that's a lot of fun. I have this little necklace with a little Baphomet statue on it. I wanted just like one very simple but like kind of big-ish charm, so I thought that was a good one and thematic since she wouldn't be able to wear a cross. But this dress, I adore it. Oh my goodness. It, like the lace part is a part of it and it's like this vintage dress that my cousin gave to me. It is super old and the black lace is like super delicate and like a little bit torn, but it makes me feel like freaking royalty when I wear it. And Drusilla has so many like empire waistline sort of dresses that I really wanted to incorporate that, even though she does wear a lot of white. I obviously had to have a prop, so I have a little doll with me. This one's also super vintage. Cage's mom found it at kind of a garage sale thing and it's just like a spooky little one, so had to have something. Then I have these spiderweb gloves on and I've layered over top some bracelets and then some big rings. I feel like, yeah, Drew would just wear lots of really dark flowing lace and velvet, just really romantic goth, that kind of vibe if she was in the alternative scene. And then for boots, I'm just wearing these Demonias. These ones are really comfortable, but they've got some spikes, so it just adds like a little bit of an edge. Yeah, I think this is a really fun look and probably my favorite one that I've filmed so far. She's one of my favorite characters forever and I really feel like her in this. So it's just super fun. But I do have another Drusilla look just to kind of like show like the white, because in season 2 she wears like so much white at the beginning of it. Let's go on to that now. Okay, so this is my second Drusilla look. I didn't have like a long white dress, but I figured this kind of sheer dress was like a similar enough vibe, and then I layered over it this white shirt thing from my mom. So let me go from head to toe. Have the brown wig again, and this time I chose a different hair clip. It's like this sort of seashell. For earrings, I have these massive hands and swords and moons. I feel like she'd be really into mystical sort of jewelry. I kept my neck bare and I feel absolutely naked, but it's fine. And then yeah, like I mentioned, I have this sheer dress that I've layered over a very light colored sort of little slip thing, and then I put a corset over top. I have my baby doll that kind of matches the white, so that's very fun. And I feel like this outfit really works when the white is like hanging down. Bracelets, but it feels just very like kind of flowy princess moment where Drusilla very much dresses like a princess in my opinion, so it sort of makes sense. And then I wanted big stompy boots because I just love the contrast of like a really delicate beautiful dress with just like enormous boots. So that's the second look for Drusilla. I honestly think look 1 is a lot more fun. My light just died, so we will go to the next one. But yeah, this was still an enjoyable one to put together as well. And it feels just like, yeah, so fun to dress up like a princess and feel like Drew. Alright, on to the next look. Okay, hi. What do we think? Can we tell? This is my look for Spike. I feel like Spike would definitely be one of those like people who only wears like 1 earring at a time. So I put in this bone one. I imagine that it would be from one of his victims, like a finger bone or something. For makeup, we've done red and black, just super smudgy grungy. I tried to do a lot of cheekbone contour because it's Spike. How could you not do cheekbone contour? I did red and black lipstick. And then for jewelry, we've got this Spike choker, some rings, and this sword necklace and this little lock necklace. The lock was definitely inspired by the train scene when it's like set back in the 80s. Yeah, that is one of my favorite Spike looks of all time. Obviously, I feel like that's a lot of people's. And yes, then for the outfit itself, I am wearing this faux leather jacket that I DIY'd forever ago. It's just like my loosest leather jacket, and I feel like since Spike has like those long ones, this was the closest I could get. For the red undershirt, I'm wearing this one from a gory cosplay, but it's fine, it works. And then I wanted to do like a fishnet kind of undershirt, and then like some silly graphic tee or something. So I have this one that says, "I don't need your attitude." I have one of my own, because I feel like Spike would totally be into wearing those like semi-ironic, very stupid t-shirts like from the gas station, or like that he perhaps took off his victims or something. Yeah, that's kind of the idea with that. And then the pants, I've just got some black jeans on with a little chain on the side and black boots. These are the ones from Facebook Marketplace. I think it's a fun time, and I could perhaps see Spike wearing something like this. Didn't have to take like a ton of liberty with this one. I feel like it's pretty close to his standard outfit, but whatever. On to the next. Okay. Hi. This is my look for Faith, and I'm really happy with it, honestly. I was a little bit worried because I know the hair is totally not her, and I also don't own a white tank top, but let me walk you through the idea of what I was going for. So brunette wig, then eyes, I wanted to do like red and black eyeshadow, so it's like red on the lid and then black outside. And then same with the lips, I did like black lip liner and then red lipstick. I feel like Faith's outfits are always missing like a big fat choker, so I definitely wanted to add one of those. And then this is like a rosary type necklace that I actually just DIY'd real quick from a vintage one. As a vampire slayer, you need your cross, so yeah. This top, I like it a lot because it's very bat shaped, but it's also very like corset-y and sort of like a faux leather material. And I feel like we're always seeing Faith A in tank tops and B in leather or faux leather, so I feel like the combination of the two just felt like the best choice of studded bracelets and just like a little cuff. Then let's talk about the bottoms. So I've layered this big belt because I feel like Faith, if she was into the alternative scene, would be possibly like a little bit into the post-apocalyptic style sort of thing. So I wanted to go a little bit with that, with like all the extra pockets and buckles, but also just incorporate so much leather, because I feel like she's the queen of leather on the show. Like she just is always wearing leather pants. Like yes, other characters wear it, like Spike we definitely see, and like Angel has his leather jacket, and like Buffy eventually wears leather pants too, but like Faith, I feel like when I think of leather on the show, I think of Faith, so I just wanted to like incorporate as much as I could. I have these faux leather pants that I have paired with these leg garters, and then these are some boots that I found at Value Village forever and ever ago. They have like a red plaid inlay, and I just wanted to add like a little bit of red color to the look because I feel like Faith would definitely like wear black, but like with a little bit of extra something. So yeah, lots of leather, lots of metal for Faith. I think it's a really fun look. I wish the hair was a little more accurate, but otherwise, like, yeah, super fun. I think she would totally wear this if she was into the scene, you know? Okay, on to the next look. This is my Giles attempt. I fear it perhaps looks a little bit like I'm gonna come to your door and try to sell you a Bible, but we tried our best. So this look, I wanted to just do like my natural hair in like a ponytail because I feel like Giles would just, if he had long hair, would just like put it up. And then I did these earrings that are tiny little ceramic like teapot and like milk, because he's always drinking tea and making tea and he's British, so of course I had to include those. For makeup, I did some greens and browns just to kind of match the tweed. And then I feel like Giles would either be a chapstick girly or a nude lipstick girly. So I went with like this kind of brownie color because I feel like if anyone in the Buffyverse was to wear brown lipstick, it would be Faith and Giles. So I had to include it for at least one of them. Then for jewelry, I just have this one vintagey rosary choker because I feel like that would make sense with him being a watcher and all. I feel like Giles, if he was in the alternative scene as like a school teacher and watcher and all that, he might be like a little bit mod and like do kind of these fun like oversized jackets and things like that. Perhaps I am just saying that because I am borrowing Cage's stuff and a lot of it is oversized, so I'm just going with it. But yeah, I feel like quirky, hipstery, alternative Giles makes sense. So that is kind of where we were going for here. So yeah, as mentioned, this is Cage's suit jacket. I'm carrying this book as a prop. It's like a history book, but it kind of looks like it has Joan of Arc on the front. And to me, Buffy and Joan of Arc have very like similar, like, you know, like the call from God, like as in like the call to be a slayer, and then like being persecuted and like burnt. Like there's a lot of parallels there, so I feel like it made sense. Plus it kind of like matched the outfit. And then let me show you underneath. I am wearing, these are both Cages. I have this kind of greeny vest sort of situation and this shirt with birds on it. Just kind of felt like going with like a monochromatic look for this one, so that's where we went there. For bottoms, I've gone with these amazing pants that used to be my mom's. I've added a little bit of charms on the side. I originally just wanted the pocket watch, but I couldn't find the chain for it, so I attached it to this other chain with a little perfume sample, but I'm pretending it's holy water. So yeah, I don't know what a teaspoon of holy water is gonna do when you're with a vampire, but that was kind of the idea with that there. And then I'm just wearing some little creepers that I got on Facebook Marketplace because they feel like the most academic kind of hipstery shoe that I have. So that's the Giles look. I also, because Giles is one of my favorite characters of all time, and like as much as I love this version of Giles, I have such a soft spot for Rupert Giles and like young Giles, and like Anthony Stewart Head is just like so hot, dude. Like he's incredible. Yeah, so I had to of course pay homage to Rupert Giles version of that. So let's look at that now and then we'll move on to the next character. Okay, let's go. I'm not super sure about how I feel about my Ripper version of Giles, just because the way I did my hair and makeup is super similar to how I did it when I was like 14, so I feel like I just look 14 again. Hopefully not. Let me walk you through the idea of it. I already had my hair straightened, but I feel like Giles, like Ripper version of Giles, wouldn't give a crap about his hair. He would like let it grow out, let it grow long. I think there's like even some pictures of it where it's like kind of long and mullety and really like shaggy, so I wanted to just kind of like embrace that version of things. And then for makeup, other people have explained this better than me, but I wanted to do guy liner because eyeliner and guy liner, I feel like it's not dependent on gender. Like a girl can wear guy liner and a guy can wear eyeliner. It's like crusted and whatever. Like that was kind of what I was going for because I feel like Giles in his Ripper phase would definitely have been in the guy liner scene. And then I wanted to add like a big spiky choker because I feel like, come on. Ripper Giles without a spiky choker, we're missing out. And then I have one safety pin earring and one just kind of like spike with a random piece of metal thing. This shirt was borrowed from Cage. When we see Giles in like the Band Candy episode with Joyce and he's like wearing the white rolled up shirt, like I just wanted to recreate that. And then this one has the bonus point of having a rude little devil on it, which I feel like is very appropriate. I'm wearing some fishnet tights. I have a couple of just like a cuff and some studs. So for bottoms, I have layered this kind of plaid shirt. For jeans, instead of just like plain blue jeans, I decided to go with my patch pants because I could totally see him being into like the kind of hardcore punk scene or even like the crust scene or something when he was younger, so I wanted to like kind of allude to that with my pants. And then I feel like he would be all about practicality over style, so I went with just like my everyday Doc Martens instead of like any kind of fancy boots. So yeah, what do we think? Young Giles. Could we see him in something like this? I hope so. Maybe. I would love to see him with like all his hair grown out and like a pair of fishnet tights. Like, could you imagine? Wow. Okay, on to the next look. Okay, I feel like I a little bit look like I'm trying to be a 1950s greaser, but this was my attempt at a look for Angel. I don't know how I feel about it. It's like, I was asking Cage and he was like, I think it's about as Angel as you can get because he just has such a kind of nothing wardrobe. When you look at like pictures of what he wears, it's always just like leather jacket, purple or white button down, and then usually like a white tank top or like a black tank top or just like a plain top underneath. We tried our best, okay? So for makeup, I just did like neutrally browny purple eye and purpley lip, and then I have these coffiny earrings because I feel like if Angel was in the scene, he'd probably be kind of more into understated gothy elements and like a little bit more like not elegant, but just like, you know, those people that they just have like one skull ring and like a black t-shirt. It's like much more that than like the overt like me who likes to wear like a million skull earrings and a billion necklaces and also put like little tombstones. Like he'd be much more like, I'm just gonna wear like my black jeans with my like expensive belt buckle that has like some sort of crossbone on it. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the Angel vibe. So I tried to wear like my fancy earrings that are just like coffin shaped, which also vampire, so it made sense. And then for the top, I borrowed this t-shirt of Cage's. Ideally it would be a white tank top, but I don't own one of those, so we did our best. This one has an eye on it. And then we had to wear a purple silk shirt because Angel is like the king of the purple silk shirt on Buffy. He loves to wear a purple shirt under his like regular leather jacket. And this one's extra fun because I embroidered little bat wings on the back. Maybe a little too cutesy for him, but whatever. And then I did just like a plain leather jacket because I can't really see him being the guy that would like put a bunch of studs and patches. Maybe like a couple of things here and there, but like it would be very understated in my opinion. Wearing a square belt buckle, and then I've attached to my belt two things. Let me show you. One is from the thrift store. It's a little charm of a clawdaw ring, and I originally have this on my Buffy hoodie, but I just took it off that for this very quick purpose because Angel gave it to Buffy, so I figured it had to be included in his outfit somehow. And the other is a lighter holder that Cage got me for my birthday last year, I think. It's got a scorpion on it. I felt like it was just weird to have like a single thing, so I wanted to add a little extra. Plain black jeans, and then for footwear, we just went with some plain Docs. They remind me a bit of biker boots, and we definitely see Angel, if not in Buffy, we definitely see it in his own TV show, Angel. Him riding on a motorbike or on the back of a motorbike or something, so I wanted to like incorporate a little bit of that. Because I also feel like if he was more alternative, he would totally be like showing up to the goth club in his like leather jacket on his motorbike. On to the next one. This is my look for Cordelia Chase if she was kind of a little bit alternative. I feel like no matter how alternative Cordelia would be, she would still be very like preppy and coordinated, and like everything would match, and she'd be like very minimal with her accessories and everything. But yeah, I wanted to have these little sunglasses. These are from the thrift store. They feel very cordy. For jewelry, we have like super subtle red and clear fake jewels, and then this very, very delicate little red one. And I have a bunch of random rings and this watch that I found at the thrift store, a little tiny coffin purse, and I wanted to keep just like everything coordinated, so like everything black with just like a teeny tiny touch of red, and then like obviously the brunette hair because Cordy's a brunette. Little cardigan that I embroidered the spiderweb pattern on. This is a belt with a little bat buckle on it that I got from Creepsville. This skirt was a DIY from a gory Fangtail cosplay. Then for leg wear, I have just these garters. I fixed these up forever ago. They have these cool big straps, and like paired with the skirt, I feel like it makes it look extra pointy. And then I have these stockings that I got at the dollar store. They have spider webs on them, but I turned them inside out so you couldn't see them too much. And then these heels I found at the thrift store when I was in university. I just wanted like a cute little strappy heel. So yeah, this outfit is very much not me, but I feel like Cordy would really appreciate it. And it's always like fun to play dress up in these kind of things and just be like, hi, I'm like a cute little 90s brunette. Hi. This, I don't know how I feel about it, but it's probably as good as I'm gonna get. This is my look for Xander if he was alternative or like slightly in the scene or whatever. So let me kind of walk you through my idea with this. I wanted to look like I had a mullet because I think if Xander was alternative, he would have a mullet. I don't know if it was successful, but we are doing our bestest. Then for Julia, I just did this one kind of like pirate sword earring because I feel like he'd wear one earring at a time. And then I have a bunch of kind of little creature necklaces. I have a bat, a glow-in-the-dark spider, and this bird skull because I feel like he would totally be into just wearing like random things that he finds or like gets from friends or like just scavenges. And then I have this ring that is almost the same as one that he wears in like a very early season of season 1, so that's really fun. And I just wanted to do like a couple of studded bracelets, so we went with that. I'm also accessorizing with some chunky keys because I feel like these kinds of dudes always have like their keys hanging out, which I get it, me too, but yeah, we had to include that. And then my favorite Xander fashions are like early kind of ish, like season 1 where he wears a lot of like kind of goofy button-up shirts, like open over graphic tees or just like other shirts. I really like that, and I feel like he would totally be into wearing like these kind of things, like goth Hawaiian dad shirt with like a local band t-shirt underneath, like representing the scene, like that kind of thing. I feel like he would be totally into. And then for the bottoms, I borrowed Cage's swim trunks. They have this barbed wire pattern, and I feel like that's very in the vein of what I could see him wearing. I wish I had like long pants, but I don't really have any long baggy pants, so this is what we're working with. Xander in the summertime. And then I feel like he would never really care enough to match his socks, so I intentionally did mismatch socks. And then just some Doc Martens, because I feel like he'd be more into practical footwear, like Vans or something, than anything else. I know when we meet him in season 1, episode 1, he's like on a skateboard and being like a cool skater and like all of that. Though like when you listen to the commentary, they talk about how like that was a nightmare to film, and ever since then they were like, no, he's gonna carry his skateboard, he does not need to ride it anywhere. But yeah, I definitely kind of picture if Xander was alternative, he'd be kind of like this skater kind of dude, a little bit, like very laid back, but like dark alternative fashion, a bit like kind of quirky. So that's what I picture for Xander. Let me know if you think otherwise. Also, I feel like Xander gets so much hate. I get why people hate him. It all makes sense. But also like, I relate to him on an emotional level with like just, yeah, his like self-confidence and stuff. So yeah, I really like him as a character, and I get it. I remember I saw this meme, and I'll put it here because I was like, yes, you understand. Okay, on to the next look. So this is my look for Anya. Let me walk you through it. She's one of my absolute favorite characters. Other than her whole weird like capitalism thing, I think she's absolutely fantastic and I just adore her. So for hair, I figured since she has like curly hair and it's like kind of short, I just leave mine natural. And I also feel like she would go for a little bit, like if she was alternative, she might go for a little bit of like a vintage rockabilly style. So I felt like my curly bangs kind of worked with it. And then here was what I was thinking for fashion and makeup and stuff. We see a lot of Anya wearing sort of vintage inspired silhouettes and like lots of little cardigans and like adorable kind of like 1950s, 1940s sort of inspired patterns, like lots of floral dresses and little wraps and like, yeah, these kind of like adorable vintagey kind of things. So I was thinking if she was alternative, she would probably still be really into like the vintage fashion thing. So I've paired this dress that I got from my mom. One of my favorite Anya looks of all time is her little red set in Once More with Feelings, so I definitely wanted to incorporate some red because I think she looks really good in the color and I wanted to match it with the red lipstick, so we did that. I also wanted to like keep the makeup a little bit like neutral 1950s glam kind of inspired, so we did like a chocolatey brown eye and red lip. And then I wanted to kind of reference the necklace that she wears in the first episode that she shows up with like her demon powers. So I chose this one that again got from my mom. It's like super fun and she got like on one of her travels and stuff. And then because of Anya's relationship with rabbits, I definitely like wanted to incorporate like a little something of that in there. So I put this silver rabbit pin. And then I feel like she would totally wear a little bit of like edgy stuff. Like she would wear kind of a sophisticated outfit, but then when you like looked at the details, you'd be like, oh. So I wore like these little teeth earrings, perhaps from one of her previous victims, with like a little tiny silver skull. Yeah, those teeny tiny details that just give it like a little bit of spooky. And then for leg and footwear for Anya, I just decided to go for some spiderweb fishnet tights. So it's just like tights but a little bit alternative, and then these strappy black heels that I found at the thrift store when I was in university. They're super cute in my opinion. Anya was one that I wasn't like super sure of because she doesn't have a super distinct fashion style that I can pin down when I like watch the show. Like most of her outfits I'm like, oh, that's like kind of vintage and adorable, and like she wears a lot of red and like her hairstyle and makeup is like a little bit 1940s, so that's kind of what I was basing it on. But let me know what you think, especially if you'd have like tweaks for like an alternative version. Okay, on to the next. This is the look that I've put together for Tara, if she was kind of more like spooky. And my theory for her is that she would just be kind of what I call a hippie goth. And I have a theory because as a person who currently loves dark and alternative styles but had a hippie phase, I feel like a lot of people have had that, or vice versa, where they were goth and then are hippie now or whatever. And I feel like it makes a lot of sense because a lot of the silhouettes and like settings and stuff for the two styles are like mirrors of each other, but like in a dark version or a light version. So like all the incense and like drapey velvet and like all these like really plush interiors, whether they're like in a really dark tone, it can go like really goth and vampy, or in a really bright tone, then it's like super hippie and like fun and psychedelic. Same with like a lot of the silhouettes that I see. I feel like a lot of like the flowy, super like fancy stuff when it's like super dark, it works gothy, super light, hippie. I don't know. There's a lot of like crossovers with like the crystals and the like interest in the occult. I see the vision. Anyway, back to Tara. The most important part, in my opinion, for her was that I had to do her iconic hair part. I don't know if you can see it at all. I tried really hard. It was a struggle. I like gelled it down and stuff, but I feel like that's how you know it's her, is like the zigzag. And then for makeup, I did just like purpley, kind of neutrally dark eyes and lips. I wanted to keep it just like mysterious and witchy and like all kind of that, because I feel like she would just like really embrace all the like occult symbols and stuff even more, but like in a really hippie and like spooky way if she was in the scene. I have one tarot card earring and one little fairy earring. I wanted to do loads and loads of rings and bracelets because I feel like it's just very common in these kind of witchy aesthetics to have loads of extra jewelry and gems and crystals and like all that kind of stuff, so had to include a lot of that. I have a load of necklaces, a little magnetic choker, this one with flowers, this one's with stars, this has just a giant chunk of labradorite, this really big piece, and these Mardi Gras type beads. I've attached this hair clip as a faux belt buckle, which I think is really fun. Then this top, I got it at the thrift store ages and ages ago. I figured it was the most Tara type top that I had. And then underneath that, I've layered a velvet and lace dark green camisole. I was considering layering it over top, but I think this works too. I wanted like extra layers and just like something fun to play with, so I just added this little shawl that used to be an altar cloth, which I think is super Tara to like double up on that kind of thing. Got a big chunky belt, and then this teeny tiny pin. It says Queer Magic, and it has a tiny little book on it, and my coworker Alex got it for me, and I love it, and I think it really suits her character, so I had to include it. For bottoms, I just went with a plain long black maxi skirt. This one's velvet and it's thrifted. I feel like we're constantly seeing Tara wear these like super long type of skirts, and it just really suits her. And then for footwear, I'm wearing these sandals that I hand painted. They're black and thrifted, but now they have like little silver stars on them, and I felt like they were very her, since she has this very like kind of summery, floaty, celestial kind of vibe. Okay, on to the next look. For Dawn, I wanted to recreate her outfit kind of as best as I could from Once More with Feeling. So let me walk you through it. For the hair, I know Dawn's a brunette, but when I think of Dawn's hair, I think more of the fact that it's like super long and straight and shiny. And since my brown wig has waves, I decided to go with like the black one instead, and I feel like it just goes better with the outfit. So just pretend Dawn has black hair for this, it's fine. I did like kind of a neutrally dark eye with like a dark lip. It's like browny, purpley. I did some little crucifix earrings, the same ones that Buffy wore, because I could totally see Dawn stealing Buffy's jewelry. I have this little pendant that my mom gave me, oh my gosh, when I was probably like 15 or 16, but I wanted to have something that represented the one from the episode. And then I have some rings. I have this bracelet, this just like simple chains, dangly, whatever. And then this top used to be my mom's, and then her dress has like a really beautiful satin waistband, so I just tied a mint green ribbon around my waist to kind of try to emulate that as best as possible. I love the silhouette of Dawn's dress in Once More with Feeling, and this skirt that I have is like sort of similar because it has like a panel near the bottom. It's not quite as long as hers, but I figured it would do, and also it's not blue, but whatever, it's fine. And then I just paired it with these boots because I feel like this skirt looks so good with these boots. But I just wanted to like do like a gothy recreation of her, yeah, Once More with Feeling outfit because it's so pretty. Alternatively, I feel like Dawn would either be scene or emo if she was in the alternative community, but I don't know, I just felt like doing this instead. Anyway, on to the next. Okay, hear me out. This is for sure the character I took the most liberty with, but I feel confident in my choice, A, of outfit, and B, like my rationale. So let me explain it. This is Oz. I know, but okay, I feel like if anyone in the Buffyverse were to be like straight up, very classically 80s punk, it would be Oz. He's in a band. We've seen his van, we've seen all the stickers all over it, we know he has an incredible, impeccable taste in music, and he just has that vibe of like, I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to a show and there's just like a really quiet but super freaking cool alternative guy. And it's usually like some kind of very like silent person in the corner with like this incredible jacket just like decked out, and they don't really like talk to anyone, and they just like watch the show, and then just like when the show is done like order their beer, drink it, and like walk away, and you're just like, that person seems so cool, like what is this mystery human? Like, and when you finally do get the courage to talk to him, you're like, wow, this person is like so cool and fun, like why did I, like he's so chill, what is this whole thing? Oz is one of my favorite characters, and I strongly believe that if he could blossom in the alternative scene, he would love it. Okay, so I've done just red hair eyeliner. I did just like super smudgy because I feel like he would be one of those band people that does not care and just like shoves on the eye makeup and is just like, good, we're good to go on stage. Like doesn't have to be good or perfect or anything. So I just like went super intentionally messy. Black lipstick, same with that, no lip liner, nothing, just like, we're on. Then I did a spiky choker. This jacket is a DIY from a couple of years ago. I think I have a video on my channel about how I made it. And then underneath I've layered some like fishnet shirts with some ripped pantyhose and like a bikini top so it's not completely see-through. I'm wearing a super comfy, just plain leopard skirt. I feel like Oz would want something that is like comfortable, still like cool looking, plus the added element of it having an animal print motif. I know it's not like wolf print, but still, werewolf, animal print. I wanted this belt because it feels very 90s. I picked some ripped fishnets and my plaid black and red demonias that I found at the thrift store. So yeah, that's the Oz look. Loads of creative liberties, but I feel like Oz deserves it, and it would have just been boring to have just like a red t-shirt look with like spiky hair. So hopefully you get it too. If you're like incredibly offended, then I get that too, whatever, it's fine. But I really like it, and he's just like one of my beloved characters. I love Tara and Willow, but I also love Oz and Willow. On to the next look. Okay, hear me out. This is my look for Harmony. I think that if Harmony was into the alternative world, she would totally fit into the rave scene and be like really into dressing up in like really adorable, like flouncy, feminine but gothy costumes with like little pastel accessories and little unicorn details, of course, because it's Harmony. Are you joking? So I got my blonde wig on. I decided to go for these earrings that have like a little lip with vampire teeth kind of moment. Very thematic for Harmony. For eyeshadow, we've got just kind of like a dark with like a pink. I did highlighter and like some blush and just black lipstick. For jewelry, I have this little unicorn charm that I stuck on a choker real quick. And then I have this pastel rosary style necklace that I DIY'd. One of my favorite Harmony looks of all time is when she's like talking to her minions in the cave. And she has this lavender kind of like bustier top type thing on with these like silk pants. And she looks so good. Mercedes McNabb is so beautiful, and yeah, I just love her. I love her character, especially when like we see her again in Angel. It's just like everything to me. I feel like personality and style wise, it makes sense. Harmony would be into like really flouncy, adorable, like kind of fun feminine looks, like hyper feminine looks, if that makes sense. So that was kind of what I was going for. I have this top that I got from a coworker. It reminds me of the ones she was wearing. I have some little candy style bracelets to kind of be like raver style. I have this one fishnet arm and then this one little kind of fake glove thing that I DIY'd. For bottoms, I'm wearing this black and gold skirt that I DIY'd. It's super flouncy and so fun to dance with, and I could just totally see her rocking this kind of really adorable feminine kind of style out at a dance or just to go saunter the schools and look adorable. Further down, I've just layered some pairs of ripped fishnets over each other so it gives that kind of spiderweb look. And I have these DIY leg warmers that I made out of an old skirt and dyed black. I just love the way they look so flouncy and stuff, and then I layered them with my heart boots. So like when they peek out, you get like a little bit of that heart detail, which I think is so Harmony. Like she loves that super adorable hearts and unicorns kind of thing, so yeah. I could also potentially see Harmony being into Lolita kind of fashion styles. Maybe, potentially. I don't know though. Let me know what you think. Anyway, that's this look. On to the next. Please ignore that the wig is the completely wrong shade of blonde, but this is my outfit that I thought would be for Glory if she was kind of more alt and goth and spooky and maybe in the scene a little bit. I think that if Glory was alternative, she would definitely be more on like the vampy side of things, but also still pretty like elegant with a touch of like edgy thrown in here and there. So for makeup, I just wanted to go like dark eyeshadow, red lipstick to try to match the dress because Gloria's always wearing a red dress. I feel like no matter what, it's her signature look, so I had to pull out one of these. For earrings, I went with some little swords because I feel like she would love little details that are like weapons and stuff like that just like thrown in. I have this necklace that feels very, very regal. I know she doesn't wear a lot of jewelry, but I feel like if she was in the alternative scene, she would love to accessorize with like very regal kind of DIY pieces. So I've got this necklace and then this sort of really simple body chain because above everything, Glory is like a queen, and there's nothing that makes me feel more like regal and royal than like a little body chain, so we went with that. I went with a bunch of rings, especially big chunky ones, because in my head, powerful women always have like big chunky rings. I don't know where that comes from, but that's how my brain works. And I wanted to accessorize with some little black lace cuff things that I made, just to like tie a little more dark into the outfit and extend the sleeves. So yes, this is the look for Glory. For leg and footwear, I have just 2 layered pairs of like fishnet with like ripped pantyhose, and then these like leg garter straps that have all these fun detail metal buckles. I rolled up the skirt a little bit so you could see them more, and I really like them with these boots because they just match and bring like a lot of the metallic details together. So this is my look for Glory. This is my look for Jenny Calendar. She's such a lovely character, and I'm so sad that she lasts so short, but she has a really cute fashion style, and her and Giles are just like, I love seeing them on screen together. They have like such cute chemistry. I adore it. So I wanted to recreate that kind of one outfit for her. She has like the sheer dress and like the little tight cardigan, but do it in kind of like a gothier style. So I figured if Jenny was more in the alternative community, she'd probably be a little bit more like outwards with all her like witchy interests, because like she's a techno-pagan, but I feel like she might accessorize that a lot more visually if she was like more gothy. So let me walk you through the outfit. I just have like my regular hair that I straightened and then kind of put to the side because I think she like sometimes has a bit of a side part. I have these massive pentagram earrings, purple eyeshadow and purple lipstick, because I always think of Jenny as like this very like 90s gothy kind of thing with like all the purples and silvers and stuff. Then I have a big old tarot card choker and this one of a little moon. So all the jewelry, I wanted to kind of give a little bit of like an occult vibe, and then just like loads of rings because I feel like lots of rings can look really witchy, and then also lots of bracelets and bangles and things that like jingle. And then let's talk about the outfit itself. I have this little black cardigan that I got at the thrift store and embroidered a spiderweb pattern on. And then the dress underneath, it used to be like a mint green color, and then I dyed it black. I added a belt for like a little bit of texture and interest. For shoes, I've just gone with my regular Demonia's everyday one, super comfy. I figured she would just want to wear something that's like comfy but also really like cute and aesthetic and dramatic. But anyway, I love her. I think she's a really fun character, so I wanted to do a little look for her. And like the cardigan just gives like adorable school teacher, but all the jewelry makes it like a little bit witchy and whimsical. So yeah, on to the next. Okay. Bye. Can we tell? Darla, season 1, episode 1, and just like early season Darla is my favorite freaking Darla looks of all time because I love kind of academic schoolgirl type fashion. I also adore Darla's historic looks, but I have much less historic costumes to choose from than like little plaid skirts, so it's fine. I just think she looks so cute in her little like, ooh, I'm just like an innocent little schoolgirl, and then I'm gonna like fight you attack moment. It's so good, iconic. So I just wanted to like pay homage to that. So I got the blonde wig. I did some green eyeshadow because I honestly didn't know. I just figured I'd like match it with the skirt. In the show, I think her skirt is blue, but I don't have a blue plaid skirt, so we just went as close as we could. Black lipstick, fangs. For earrings, I have these little fang earrings that are just some that I DIY'd by putting this little charm on a fish hook. I like them because they're very subtle, but I feel like they give just like that little edge of like, ooh, what's that? Then I did a choker because I feel like Darla, if she was alternative, would probably still go for a bit of the schoolgirl look, but just like in a tiny bit of an edgy way with like the black lipstick and like a choker and some fishnets and just like that little edge. But then underneath I've layered a heart just to kind of go along with that, like, oh me, I'm just innocent, don't worry at all. A white button-down shirt from the thrift store, this black sweater that I've had since high school. I am wearing this thrifted green plaid skirt. I put this patch on it forever ago, but I feel like it totally works with Darla's character. And then I've layered some fishnets, and then these little socks that I got at Spirit Halloween. They've got a pentagram on the ankle, and then these creepers that I got from Facebook Marketplace. I feel like with academia looks, you can never go wrong with like a little creeper and short sock. So that's what I figured to go with here. Just play it safe, but keep it cute. I've also added this little Dracula pin that I got in Edmonton. It was originally from Creepsville, but I figured it would like help keep the skirt closed and also just like add that little bit of extra something. It's not quite the master, but close enough. So yeah, that's my look for Darla. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching till the end, especially on such a long video. That seriously means the world to me. I appreciate it so much. I hope that you're having a wonderful day or night or whenever it happens to be that you are watching. Definitely let me know your favorite Buffy characters and like what you think their style would be like. I know that there's so many freaking characters and I couldn't even like do all the ones that I wanted to do because like even as I was filming I was like, oh this character, oh that character, like it was just, oh there's so many and it's too much. And like when you start bringing in Angel and stuff. Anyway, so let me know, what are your favorite characters? What are your favorite shows other than Buffy? I don't know. I really just wanted to have something fun, and like I have a lot of ideas for like lookbooks and stuff that I want to do in October that are kind of like character themed or movie themed or whatever. So I wanted to start the season strong with one of my favorite TV shows of all time, which is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yeah, I just had so much fun doing this video. So thank you again for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night or whenever it happens to be. Hope to catch you in the next one, and bye for now, from me and Tuna. Bye!